So a little bit about why I started first was, oddly enough, when I had my hysterectomy in July, um, I was coming out of anesthesia and the nurse kept asking my husband and my daughter if I was a runner repetitively because my BP was so low. It was like 70 over 40. It was insane. So I don't know if it was the anesthesia that, like, I was in this weird sleep state still and it just was embedded in my brain. Hey, bitch, you should be a runner. Or if it's been my friends that have been runners over the years saying, oh, you should try it. It's great. I've always been a weightlifter. I've always been like, oh, my cardio is lifting weights faster. Ha ha ha. But ultimately, I have found that I do legitimately enjoy running, like actually really, really enjoy it. So a little bit about what it was like when I first started. My first run back on the 14th of August was 25 minutes. 1.63 miles in 25 minutes. And then my next one was on the 16th. And I did a walk. It wasn't a run. It was just a standard walk. 2.1 miles in 35 minutes. So my times were around 17 minutes. My times stayed around 17 minutes up until recently, because in the beginning, by the way, I used Map My Run. It's an app you can get on your phone. I think you can get it on Android as well as Apple. I use Apple products because I love my Apple. It's obviously not a sponsored video because all three of you that watch it. But my runs were around 17 minutes. And then they started getting to around the 16.5 minute mark around the 6th of September. I started out, I think it was running twice a week and walking once a week. So 3 times a week I was getting out there and doing something. I've been trying to do more every week. I've decided that I'm going to run 4 times a week. Mondays and Tuesdays I run. Wednesdays I either do some hardcore stretching and rolling out of my muscles, or I do a little bit of ab work and strength training thrown in there too. All of my research suggests that you definitely need to incorporate some kind of strength training in with your running. While running isn't actually a full body workout, it's really great for your cardiovascular system, which is basically what keeps us going all day, every day. And just in the last 2 weeks with running, I started incorporating on one of my rest days on the weekends, yoga, because you have to stretch those muscles back out and you have to make sure you're doing stretches before the run, non-static stretches before you run specifically, stuff that's going to loosen you up, warm up your muscles. All of my runs start with anywhere from a 4-minute to a 6-minute walk in the beginning, and then I basically am still just doing intervals, but I can actually run a full 3-minute interval now, and then I get my 2-minute walk in between, and it's fantastic. And I'm actually getting faster in my run times. My maximum speed is on here. Let's see. My max pace was 7 minutes, 53 seconds. That was the fastest I ran. My average pace was 15:38. The slowest was towards the end of my run, and I was walking 16 minutes. Like, that was my pace when I was walking. I go from 2, 3, and 4 usually. A couple times I've gotten up to the 5 for the heart rate zones. My cadence my average is about 128, which is basically every time your foot hits the ground in a minute. it's about 128 times, but my max is up to 178, which I think is pretty great. So essentially, I have seen growth and progression, and I'll include some of my funny Map My Run pictures in this and my progression. My weight hasn't changed drastically in 5 weeks. I mean, I guess I'm losing about an average of a pound a week, which is normal. They say between 1 and 2 pounds is normal to lose if you want to keep it off without doing anything drastic and insane to your body. Like, that's the amount of weight you can lose to keep it off. I've also been tape measuring. That's the insane part, is my weight hasn't changed that much, but my body composition is drastically improving. And you'll see those included. I'll link them in the video. I'll somehow figure out how to put some pictures so you guys can see exactly what it is I'm talking about as I'm talking about it in this video. Yeah, I will run on my treadmill when the weather is icky, because I live in a temperamental weather place, I guess would be the best way to put it, because I live in North Dakota, and we're in that weird transition from summer to winter. Most places call it autumn or fall. We don't really get a true fall here. Sometimes we get that it'll go from 80 degrees to 30 degrees in 2 days. The big thing is the temperature drops have started in the evenings, but last week we had rain consistently for days on end, and it was in the 40s, and I wasn't mentally prepared to go running in 40-degree rain because I just couldn't do it. I ran early on in my running workouts in the rain when it was 70, and I was fine with that. If it was 60 degrees and raining, I would be okay with that. But when it's 40 and raining, don't really want to do that. So if you like my weird vlogs, and you want to continue to follow my running journey, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be trying to post at least twice a week. We'll see where it goes from there. I'm also doing another challenge on myself right now. Post a whole video about that when these 30 days are done, so that I can tell you what I've learned in those 30 days about what this challenge is. It's pretty cool. At least I think it's pretty cool. So thanks for watching. See y'all later. Bye.